What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Beginner's Workout Guide, Foundation to Strength Training, episode 4, where we will be talking about warm-ups and cool down. Now, this is a topic I'm sure a lot of us think is not important. I used to feel the same way, and I completely get it. I used to think it was a complete waste of time spending the first 10 to 15 minutes warming up before a workout and the last 5 to 10 minutes cooling down. Let's be real, guys. For most of us, going to the gym itself is a task, or even finding a way to fit gym time in our busy schedule is difficult. And once we are actually there, you just want to get your workout in and get out of there. I still remember when I initially started off, I would just leap straight into my workout routine and get on with my day. But let me tell you, you don't want to just dive in. No matter what program you choose or how busy your schedule is, it is critical that you don't skip warming up before a workout or cooling down afterwards. This will not only set you up for success in the long run, but it will also reduce the risk of injuries. All right, guys, with that being said, now let's move on to some of the benefits of warming up. Number 1 on that list is that it increases the blood flow to the muscles that is going to be trained and reduces muscular stiffness. Number 2 is that a good warm-up will raise your body temperature. Now, as the body temperature increases, oxygen becomes more available to your muscles, allowing them to contract and relax more easily. Now, this is extremely important for 2 things. 1, performing the actual workout with more ease, and 2, preventing injuries. And number 3 is that they can help to mentally prepare you. A lot of times it's so easy to give up when working out gets difficult, but you'll be much less likely to do so if you've given yourself enough time to remember why you're working out. What I personally do is I use my warm-up time to think about what I'm about to do, guaranteeing that both my body and mind will be ready to succeed. Now let's move on to some of the benefits of cooling down. Number 1 on that list is to allow your heart rate and breathing to return to normal. Working out usually causes your heart rate to increase. When your heart rate increases, your breathing also becomes deeper. Now, at the end of your workout, you want your heart rate and breathing to return to normal slowly and not abruptly. This helps you to avoid lightheadedness or a feeling of faintness. Number 2 on that list is to help in recovery and prevent injuries. After your muscles have worked as hard as they have, they need to be stretched out while they're still warm. Basically, the muscle fibers need to be elongated, which will help your body to relax and help in recovery and prevent injuries. And finally, number 3 is it relaxes your mind. Your cool down is a great opportunity for you to reflect your accomplishments and also give yourself credit for the hard work you put in during the workout. Now let's move on to the question as to how you should properly warm up and cool down. This question leads to 2 more important terms, which is dynamic stretching and static stretching. So static stretching is something I'm sure most of you are more familiar with. It's basically where you stretch a muscle or a group of muscles by holding the stretch for a certain period of time. Usually you'll hold the stretch for about 15 to 30 seconds and then move on to the next stretch and then repeat 2 to 4 times. Dynamic stretches are more of a functionally oriented stretch. It involves active tightening of your muscles and also moving your joints through their full range of motion. So things like arm circles, arm swings, leg swings, mimicking the movements and things like that. Both of these stretches are extremely beneficial, but knowing when to do them is important. The purpose of dynamic stretching is to increase muscle temperature, mimic the movements you're about to do, and prepare them for more demanding movements. So it's more ideal to include dynamic stretching in your warm-up routine. The goal here is to warm up the specific muscles you'll be training. Whereas the static stretching is more ideal or beneficial post-workout. Your cool down phase not only improves your flexibility and range of motion like dynamic stretching does, but it also boosts muscle recovery. These stretches lengthen your tight muscles back out after a workout, which relieves tension and relaxes your body overall. Again, here you want to just stretch and hold the muscles you have trained. Hey guys, finally, one important tip before I actually end this video. So I like to think of warm-ups as a 2-step process. The first is doing the dynamic stretching, and the second is performing 3 to 4 warm-up sets of the actual movement. Now, remember, warm-up sets are not the same thing as a working set. I will cover this in the video where I talk about intensity and rep ranges, but basically it is to prepare you for the actual working set. And usually I do it for the first big lift. So if I'm gonna be doing a bench press, I'm gonna do about 3 to 4 warm-up sets of the bench press and then move on to the actual working set. So hopefully that was helpful. I try to keep it as simple as possible for you guys. I'll also be making another video where I will actually be showing you a few dynamic stretching, a few dynamic stretches and few static stretches. I currently cannot do it now because I've hurt my leg. But yeah, that video will come up soon once I'm able to start moving and going to the gym. But if you found this video informative, please do share it with others, and I will see you in the next video.